How's everybody doing? This is Gregory Patrick with New England's Rare Fishery. Let's jump on in. Yeah, thanks for checking out my intro video, guys. I didn't really want to go too nuts and, tell you every single thing about every fish that I own and all that just first time I met you, but I did want to show you some cool stuff, let you know what we're all about. For instance, these are some butterfly goatees. I got these from Greg Sage. I'll show you a few more things that I got from him, too. And, there's something really cool about wild fish, and these weren't born in the wild, but you can really tell that they got the personality and they got everything they need to make sure, you got a really good natural experience going. Most of the stuff I have is usually bred back to its natural state, but as you go around the room, guys, you'll see that it's not all about that around here. So we do have all sorts of just interesting pets. I just love fish. I'm an aquarium hobbyist myself. I got a big family here. My kids just like to decorate tanks, so you probably get a glimpse of them before the end. But yeah, let's check out some more fish. I also got the Xenotechas from Greg Sage too, and these let me tell you, I mean, I can't explain how awesome these things are, and I apologize for the guerrilla style filming and all that. Got a lot of work to do on my camera work, but I cleaned it up the best I could with editing. I'm sure I'll be doing more with it. And yeah, man, I gotta say, I like ordering these kinds of fish, and I love these planted tanks. I'll do a tank profile on each of these. I'll do a species profile, but there's just so many plants in each tank, and just look at those goatees. I mean, they're life bearers, and they got this unique shape. They almost look like arrowheads, and the personalities is really what counts. But I got a picture of these guys at the very end. If you stick with me that far, you'll get to see them, and man, if you get the light just right, it's just wonderful. You'll see in this fish room we got a lot of natural light. Try to, like I said, if I'm keeping these fish, as natural as possible and I'm breeding them back to nature, I try to give them as much of a natural process as I can. They love these kinds of plants, and as life bearers, they'll get real into it. And still getting used to goatees myself. Of course, I was well prepared. I had about 900 different types of food, and I'll show you a few other things that I do in the fish room that might be surprising to some people, but I was a gardener first, and I'm trying to feed these bloodworms right now. I'll show you what happens when you throw some bloodworms in an angelfish tank in just a minute. But so far, it's been interesting. I fished a lot of food out of their tanks, but it's a great experience, and it's really, these are critically endangered fish, so they only exist in our hobby. We got to take care of them. And like I said, though, these videos don't do any justice. You got to check out the lighting at the end, I'll tell you. But, natural light has more than one use around here. Like, I'm going to be doing plecos next. So I do a lot of planted terrariums that, not just aquarium plants, because I was a gardener first, believe it or not, guys. A lot of this stuff is going to be moving outside again. But, when I order my next big shipment of very rare plecos, they're going to have all the food in the world they can eat. And I have all these new herbivores, too, so it's some good stuff. But like I said, watch what happens when you throw some bloodworms at some carnivores. They line up like puppies, but they sure do turn into pit bulls, I'll tell you what. These aren't just wild caught style. These actually did come from South America, and you can tell, give them a minute when they start getting their hearts pumping, and you'll see. And I'll tell you, it might seem dangerous, but this is how they behave in the wild. This is what they do, and they aren't hurting each other. I'll tell you, if I saw one ripped fin or even a loose scale, I'd be right on top of it. Right now I have a breeding program going. We'll get into all that, though. Like I said, species profiles and stuff like that. But a few more cool things to show you guys. Like I said, I can't show you everything, but I love shrimp, so it's not just fish around here. We do all sorts of stuff, and these are some more wild caught. These are as wild as it gets, and what's fun is I'll show you in just a minute. You can get your cherry shrimps, you can get your orange and all that other stuff, and you know what? You have these, and you can have these in abundance, and they just do so well. I think they're the hardiest Neocaridina that I've ever had, just so far. They're in just about every tank that I can keep them in. If they're not going to be eaten alive, I'm not using them as feeders. I'm using them to, as a cleaning crew, and check out these little cherries too. I got a separate tank, and just fun stuff, and I'm always looking for more, guys. So primarily, I am going to be dealing with a lot of the local fish stores, hopefully, but I want everybody in the community to come hang out. Look at these beautiful red dragon mosaic guppies. They got the delta tails and the Dumbo ears, and they're just gorgeous. Domestication is just a wonderful thing. That's what we do around here. It's sometimes we don't just go back to the wild. I want to show you my betas too, because like I said, if you know fish, you know they can act just like puppies. You know, it's an amazing thing. And, you know, I didn't want to show you too much of my messy fish room, but I think we're going to show a little bit here. But just look at that veil tail. Everybody should have one. I'm sorry, guys. Even if you are, you know, even if you're a monster fish guy. I breed mine, of course. Like I said, this is a domestic breeding program. I'm not really going crazy with it. You saw there's a plakat. It's a crown tail. I'll show you a veil tail in just a minute, too. This is just the happiest beta male fish I've ever seen. He's just, you know, what a good fish, you know what I'm saying? So that's what this place is about as well. It's not just about, like I said, it's not just about showing you I take care of the critically endangered stuff. I'm just, you know, one of those people that thinks I can actually get something rare too, you know. I think these betas, I mean, they're for fun, and if you're a pet lover, you'll love these guys too. So, you know, pet store, no pet store, like I said, keep in touch, because this is an adoption tank too. I'll show you this real quick, guys. You know, like I said, this isn't just, you know, a business profile. This is just a me profile. I just wanted to show you a little bit of my fish room, let you know what we're doing around here. Let you know I got a lot of work to do with my camera, but I did take the one good photograph, and I wanted to say thanks for watching my intro, guy. I'll leave you with something amazing. Thanks again, New England's Rare Fishery. You know, I hope to see you soon. Subscribe. Let us know.